Right, we're on. Do you sway off the golf ball? Do you sway off the golf ball? Be honest. Do you move off the golf ball when you take the club back? Do you move away from that golf ball? Do you move up so you don't maintain your levels? It's quite common. Today's drill is going to tackle that. One thing you will need though, golf tee. What actually happens when you sway off the golf ball? Excessive movement away from the golf ball. It's not ideal. It's pulling you away. You then have to get back to where you were or slightly before that to make sure you get ball, turf, strike, and it can be really detrimental to what you're trying to do. If you sway too much and strike is compromised because of that, that's going to have a serious repercussion on your dispersion of your shots, not just left to right but also front to back. So distance control is going to be out. Clearly quality of strike is going to be out because of that. So what does that do to your handicap? What does that actually do to your handicap? Well, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your shot game for a start because you're going to miss greens. So let's look at the video today. It's all about centeredness. It's making sure we control low point, get a good strike, and the drill is so simple. First thing you have to do though, with your tee, is pay me. Pay me with a subscription. Just click that subscribe button. That is payment for me. That subscription goes straight into my wallet and I'm a happy man. It's not real money though. It's just a subscribe button, so go for it. It's free of charge. Let's get into the video, shall we? Staying centered to the golf ball, it's so important. It's so key for low point control and obviously quality of strike, and that's what we're going to discuss today. Centeredness to the golf ball. So I've got my Eureka cane set up and I've drawn a chalk line. I've placed the ball on the chalk line. I've got 8 iron, so ball position is relatively centered in the stance. We're going to go mid-chest for this drill. Club behind the ball. I take my address position with my feet open to the bottom cane, as you know, and then from there I want to make sure I stay centred to the tips of the canes. And the tips of these canes are on the chalk line. I need to make sure I'm centred to that as possible to make sure I get a decent strike, like that. But if I move away from that centre line, there is problems. Issues are going to happen. Low point control is going to be low point uncontrolled. Excessive movement off the golf ball means the low point, to control that low point, is very, very tricky. Not impossible, but harder to time. So a simple way to ensure that I stay centred to the tips of the canes or to my dedicated centre line, being the chalk line today, I'll take a golf tee. I'm going to place the golf tee in my mouth. So once the golf tee's in my mouth, I need to make sure that golf tee continues to point towards the golf ball. If I was face on to camera here, and you can see from there, excessive movement off the golf ball and up. I'm now way behind the golf ball, so I need to get back to that to get good low point. Very, very hard to achieve. Tee in the mouth. If I leave the tee pointing towards the golf ball, and then from there, I can feel as I've stayed more centred. I'll feel the 60% weight on the left all the way to the top of the backswing, as per Eureka Golf Swing. As we know, starting off with 60% weight to the left, that's going to encourage that centeredness, which is going to allow the body to open up more through impact. But we need to maintain that. Using the tee pointing towards the golf ball all the time is going to help that happen. So tee in the mouth, keep it pointing towards the golf ball. On top of the golf ball. There. Good, I'm perfectly centered to it. Then from there I can move the tee ahead and I'm going to get ball, turf, strike. But it's amazing when you put the tee in there. When I do so much video analysis, I see people's head move away from the golf ball. They take the club back and their eyes are pointing over here. Their vision is over there. So the tee would be over there. We need to keep this here. Now that may reduce the length of your backswing. That's not a problem. Tony Finau, John Ram, Rory McIlroy, Tommy Fleetwood will all agree that a shorter backswing is not a problem at all. There's more lag created, there's more wrist hinge created from a shorter backswing because we try and power a little bit more through impact. The body opens up a little bit more because we're trying to get a little bit more force into it because the backswing's reduced. And there's also more chance of hitting the middle of the club face. Now that to me means dispersion is going to be in and distance is going to be up. So that highlights lots of good things can happen if we stay centred to the chalk line. If you're adopting Eureka Golf Swing, you're centred to the tips of the canes when you're doing your practice. Address position, good. Tee in. Keep it pointing towards golf ball. There, you'll see length of swing's reduced, but I'm able to open the body up. I'm able to turn through, and there's more chance of hitting the middle of the golf ball. Club face, sorry. And the golf ball. There. There. Much more centred. Ah, yes. It's good. We'll go again. It's amazing how such a simple drill Just a little thing like this can keep you focused. Tom Watson talked about swinging inside the barrel. And if we can keep the eyes pointing towards the golf ball, nose pointing towards golf ball, tee in the mouth pointing towards golf ball, that little trigger there can really improve strike, really improve low point of your golf swing. There, tees pointing towards ball for the whole motion. Oh, so good. So good. I'm so centered over that golf ball. And as I say, it does reduce backswing because we're no longer the guy that goes away up here to try and get more length, because getting back down to that golf ball is so hard. If I'm there centered over it with tee towards golf ball, such an easy action to repeat. So this drill is a classic Eureka Golf Swing drill. Little short shots to begin with. Tee towards the ball. Maintain that. Good. Increase length of swing slightly. Here strike. Hear how good that is. Maintain it. That is, they're all at the middle of the golf club. Full swing now. They were all pure. Every shot there was pure. Grab one of them, any colour you like, and be dedicated to this, be regimental in what you do. And as I just did there, start with the short swing. Increase the motion as you go. Keep the tee pointing towards the golf ball. You'll be more centred over your golf ball. Your low point control will be much better. You'll get ball turf strike. And as I say, you'll hit the middle of the golf club. The middle of the golf club's a win. That's the place to be hitting the ball from.